Well, hello, and thanks for joining us on this final weekend of the month. We are continuing the story of William Borden from courtesy of Moody Bible Institute and the stories of great Christians. Today we are in chapter 14 of 24, so put on your listening gear, get your favorite hot or cold beverage, and pull up a chair for a friend. Invite them over, be hospitable. Listen together, and as you do, don't forget, be a friend to the station. Hit subscribe. Here we go with the story of William Borden, chapter 14.
Oh, hello, Al.
You got a minute, Bill?
Certainly. Come on in. My roommate isn't here right now.
Have you heard about the big spree that's planned for tomorrow night?
Spree?
Well, you know, some of the men go over to the theater and pick up the chorus girls for drinking parties.
Oh, yes, I've heard about it.
Well, they've been going around trying to get more of us interested in doing that kind of thing. They came to me, but I told them to forget it.
You think many are going to join them?
Well, so far, I hear they got about 75 fellas interested. And they're all chipping in $5 apiece. It's going to be some gathering.
This could get a lot of people in trouble, Al.
I know. That's why I came to tell you. I figured if anybody could think of a way to stop it, you could.
I don't know any of those men who lead that kind of thing, but maybe we can talk to some that do. Come on, Al. Let's see if we can help a bunch of fellas, whether they want help or not.
We greet our friends everywhere with chapter 14 of This One Thing I Do, the story of William Borden. This is another in the series, Stories of Great Christians, and comes to you from the Moody Bible Institute in Chicago. Yeah, I heard something about it, but I didn't pay much attention to it.
Seems to me that 75 fellas and 50 chorus girls is something to pay attention to, Frank.
I didn't know it had grown that much.
Something has to be done to stop it. You know that as well as I do. Too much trouble could result from a spree like that.
You know, Borden, I never have agreed with you on religious things.
I'm not appealing to you on religious grounds. I'm not trying to force any standards on you or those men that aren't commonly accepted. I'm only concerned right now for those who might get carried away with this whole thing and ruin themselves and others.
You're right. Neither the school nor those fellows could stand any of that kind of trouble. Now that I think of it, I can't see why we haven't done something about those few that have been going out there all along.
Then you'll help?
Right. I'll get a hold of a couple of the other upperclassmen. We'll go see what we can do to discourage the whole affair.
I really appreciate it, Frank.
Thanks for coming, Borden. Now I see you a little differently, too. I had the idea that you were up to here in religion so much that you couldn't really care about what's going on around you. Maybe I was wrong.
Let's talk more about it, Frank. Sometime soon.
All right, Borden? Let's. Huh? Hey! What's going on? I was asleep. What do you guys want?
Turn the light on.
Oh, I couldn't imagine who you men were. What's the idea of coming in here like that, at this hour?
We just wanted to make sure you were wide awake when we talked to you, Charlie.
Awake? I was almost ready to take you all on, single-handed. Say, what's up?
Well, we've discovered that we have enough in the till to take one more candidate to the missionary convention next week. We want you to be that candidate.
Hey. Of course, to tell you the truth, I was more than a little envious of you who were going.
Fine, we'll arrange everything before we go. Come on, fellow night owls.
Oh, what a trip.
Nashville isn't just around the corner, Charlie.
I'm finding that out.
Hey, anybody got any ideas about how to keep busy? Oh, this train is reducing me to an amoeba.
I know what you mean. After a while, you can't even stay concentrated long enough to pray.
Men, the situation is desperate.
You're telling me.
I have an idea. Up and follow me. If it works, our troubles are over.
Hey, what are you suppose he's got in mind? Only one way to find out. Follow him.
That's a good one. Was that Roger?
Oh, this was a swell idea, Bill.
Well, I was as bored as the rest of you.
How did you ever think of it?
I just tried to think where on this train there'd be a space large enough for games. Where else but the baggage car?
And the conductor seemed real happy to let us use it.
Why not? He probably figured that it was better than what a restless bunch of college men might think of doing. Oh, hey, take it easy. That was Bill Borden.
It doesn't look like he's ever going to guess who's what, Nib.
He'd better, or he won't be able to sit down when we do get to that missionary convention.
Who's speaking in here, Bill?
A missionary by the name of Swamer, Samuel Swamer.
I never heard of him.
Neither have I. I think someone said he works for the Muslims in China.
China? I didn't know there were any there.
Let's go in.
When the door opens, we ought to press in, sacrificing our lives if need be for God, as the Muslims did in Khartoum for their prophet. If the call, voiced by those who have already spoken, moved us deeply, if it has been a call from God, what shall be said of the rude appeal of the 70 million of the wholly unevangelized Muslim world? Shall we stand by and allow these 70 millions to continue under the curse and in the snare of a false religion, with no knowledge of the saving love and power of Christ? Not because they have proved fanatical and refused to listen, not because they have thrust us back, but because none of us has ever had the courage to go to those lands and win them to Jesus Christ. Of course, it will cost lives. It is not an expedition of ease, nor a picnic excursion to which we are called. It is going to cost many a life, and not lives only, but prayers and tears and blood. There are more Muslims in China than there are in Persia. More Muslims in China than in the whole of Egypt. More Muslims in China even than in Arabia, home and cradle of Islam. And no one giving himself to their evangelization. Do not plead for mission. You simply bring the facts before you, and those that are ready to be slain. If thou sayest, behold, we know it not, not he that humbleth the heart considereth, and he that keepeth thy soul, if not he know it, shall not he render every man according to his work? Let us pray.
Bill?
Yes, Charlie?
That speaker, what was his name? Swamer?
Yes,
That was it for you, wasn't it?
I think so.
I could tell by the way you acted when we left that meeting. You haven't been the same since.
I look to God to confirm what I believe is his call, Charlie. If he does, well, as you said, that was it. I can hardly wait to get there.
Don't worry, Bill. China has been there for centuries, and it will be for centuries more, if the Lord tarries.
It's amazing, isn't it, Charlie?
What's that?
How God can single you out in a crowd and speak directly to you.
I know.
Experiences such as those that make me so sure of God. So sure that the God I bring to China is the great and only God. That his only begotten Son is, in actuality, the way, the truth, and the life.
marching upward to Zion, the beautiful city of God. Not bad.
I'm afraid I remain sure in my conviction that God has not called me to sing.
Oh, that was an excellent meeting tonight, Bill. I'm sure what you said got right through to many hearts.
Your final word on responsibility was for me to climax. It's very helpful, Charlie.
But, oh, that we were not made in such a way that we speak higher than we're able to perform.
How often I felt that. I talk a good talk, but
I think if anything, we'd not have to worry about that, it would be you, Bill.
it shows how little we really know each other's souls, Charlie.
If that's true, then I say it's a good thing that we're created in a way that allows us to speak more highly than we perform.
Why do you say that?
Well, who would ever be able to tell us which way to go?
Only Jesus Christ, Charlie.
Bill! Charlie!
Al.
Am I glad I found you? You know Rich Denning?
Yes? He's one of the leaders of that fast bunch, isn't he?
That's the one. I've been looking for an opportunity to speak with him.
Well, you may not get the chance.
Huh?
They just took him over to the infirmary. A couple of fellas say he's dying.
Let's get over there and see what's up.
I'm afraid he's in poor condition. Pleurisy, pneumonia. There seem to be traces of water on the heart.
How could that be? So suddenly.
Can we see him? Even for just a few minutes?
Not now. At the moment, he's unconscious. And if this water on the heart is as bad as it seems, well, I'd say there are slim chances that he'll regain consciousness ever.
Thank you, nurse. Come on, fellas.
Boy, that's rough.
Sure is. Yeah, he'll probably die. You know, I never spoke to him of the Lord Jesus at all.
None of us did, Charlie. We all had opportunity.
But who would have thought?
Accidents, illness, anyone can be taken at any moment. We believe that about ourselves. Well, we try to keep ready to meet Jesus. But I guess we just don't believe it about others outside the fold.
What good is it, Bill?
What do you mean, Charlie?
What good is it, all this meeting, this blessing, even praying? What does it all amount to when a fellow like Rich, in there in the infirmary, on a campus with dozens of Christians, can die, never even having been introduced to Jesus Christ?
I don't know, Charlie.
How can we just sit in our tight little groups and say to the rest of the world, die, populate hell, we're safe, we're all right? How can we do it?
We can't, Charlie. Not when still be Christians.
That speaker, Swain, at the convention, he sure impressed me. Especially with that verse he quoted from Proverbs. If thou forbear to deliver them that are drawn unto death, and those that are ready to be slain, if thou sayest, Behold, we knew it not, doth not he that pondereth the heart consider it? And he that keepeth thy soul, doth not he know it? And shall not he render to every man according to his works? That verse has been eating at me more and more. And now this.
Charlie, I confess to you my own lack of real concern for the fast crowd here at Yale.
Yeah, me too. I just avoid them.
But let's pledge, here and now, that we'll approach them with renewed concern. Christ did die for them, and they need to know it before any more of them come face to face with God.
And so we conclude chapter 14 of This One Thing I Do, the story of William Borden. This is another in the series, Stories of Great Christians, and comes to you from the radio studios of the Moody Bible Institute in Chicago.
Well, once again, thank you for joining us as we conclude the month. Tomorrow tune in as we begin the month for chapter 15 of William Borden, and the story continues with intrigue. Let's see what happens next. May the Lord bless and keep you, and Lord willing, I look forward to seeing you. God bless. Till next time.